Number 43, Acacia Close, was a rather large and spacious building. Its living room, in particular, was huge. The events that occurred within the building, in particular the very large living room, caused an inevitable local, then national, and even slightly international scandal at the time. For those that knew about it, that is. Mass homicide is a scandal however it's told. People just cannot go missing without explanation or investigation. Definitely not in such large numbers. Front pages were printed for days on end without deviation from the subject, all over the country, all medias. In fact, everybody's attention was thoroughly engrossed for a whole week afterwards indeed. I think what most irritated people was that no criminal was found and brought to justice. What really, and I do mean really, had everyone completely baffled was the fact that all the murder victims did die from natural causes, and were even seen, in some cases, some time after the post-mortem date for death. What foul and ingenious poison could fell so many people so easily, and yet go undetected? What ingenious fiend would dare to impersonate dead people on such a grand scale and take such a huge risk when the implication of impersonation implies such careful thought? There were no trapdoors in the building, and yet how could the assailant have possibly escaped such a fully surrounded building? Why were all the forces that surrounded the building taken away for serious psychological treatment straight after the final assault, and then refused to even talk about the suspects they shot at? Well, now that they're all dead and buried, and the necessary documents have been uncovered and laboriously collected by myself, official records, letters, diaries, artifacts, and many, many other etceteras, I can finally, believe it or not, it's as close as I'm going to get it, reveal what I believe must have happened within that huge dwelling at number 43 Acacia Close. One evening, at the very far end of the long, wide living room, I think. Oh, oh, excuse me, she yawned loudly. Where was I? Oh, oh, what has come over me? I know what you think, he replied as he sat cleaning his spectacles. You think it's incredibly boring. Well, I don't. Number 23 need one by Thursday, and I promised number 186 that I'd have theirs by Friday. And if I only get hold of one by Wednesday, just who am I supposed to let down? Number 186 have been waiting longer, but number 23 is expecting theirs first. And anyway, I might, just might, be able to get another by Friday morning, though that is by no means assured. He rubbed his glasses with greater intensity. Oh, oh, oh. What time is it, dear? Oh, oh, oh. Oh dear. Must be at least, uh, uh, some time later, possibly years, possibly days. No, I'm sorry, we don't give to them, not since the, you know. I'm sorry about that. We're much better now, you know. The collector tried in one last attempt. After all, such a big house. Please leave us. We give to someone else, and give generously. He began pleading to the collector. Finally, the collector decided it was indeed futile and left. And many others. The newspapers stopped being delivered. Relatives and neighbours were turned away in a very rude manner at the front door to the point of disowning. Bills went unpaid to the point of cut-off. Bailiffs in the process of gaining court orders to go and take the sofas and the like, and many more strange evidence etceteras. One night, by torchlight, "They've left the door open. What luck!" he whispered. "I hear they got a Picasso in here," the other ventured. "That's probably rumour, but it's bound to be stacked, right trove." "Bingo! This must be the lounge. Just look at the walls. Check this out. He picked up a large silver plate. Must be worth... Oh, worth a packet. Oh, grand at least. I think I'll have a closer look on that sofa over there. Keep that. Yeah. Ooh. Keep that. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that rug looks nice. They're burglars, the lady owner explained. Oh, yes, so they are. Silly fools. How are we supposed to stop them? The male owner retorted. You the owners? Yes. You do realise you can't possibly show your face out there again. It'd spoil everything. But why would we want to go out there? Said the burglar. You as well? Yeah. You've dented my lovely tray. Sorry, must have rolled off as I drifted off. Oh, well, do you want a tour of the place? Yeah, okay then. How long have you two been... No idea. Can't turn anything on or make any note. No, of course not. Sorry. Still, suppose we'll soon get used to it. Haven't you already? Inquired the lady owner. Yes, both the burglars replied as they followed the owners out the living room. Another night, by torchlight. Cool, the door's open. Oh wow, look at that. He flashed his torch over the telephone. Cool, the third exclaimed. They must have been gone for ages. 403 unanswered messages. I bet the fridge is totally gross. Yeah, let's have a look. Ugh, this carrot's got a beard. Well, gross. Don't. This shirt's new. Check out the... yogurt. The first child yawned. The second. The third. Oh no, this is disastrous, the lady owner exclaimed. We were only looking. Now you've let the smell of the fridge go drifting, the first burglar grumbled. I'll close it, said the first child. Oh, maybe not. The police'll be here soon now, the lady owner sighed. Inevitable, replied the second burglar. And that's a messy heap you've left yourselves in. What will the neighbours think? The male owner grumbled. You'll have to promise to keep quiet and hidden in times of visitors, the lady owner begged. Whatever, the children all replied at once. 2 days later. I'm sorry, I haven't seen them. We've been on holiday and only just got back. Well, if you do, here's the station's missing persons direct information line. As you can imagine, the parents are pretty desperate to find them. You've got a pretty big place here. They could be hiding around your land somewhere or... No, I'm sure we would have noticed by now. But you said you only just got back. I know, but... Oh, cool, they're looking for us. That was a child's voice. No, it was my wife. Ah, found it, the wife said as she came into the hallway. Yeah, may require backup. Going in. The policeman barked into his radio as he began to barge in. Don't you need a warrant? The burglars exclaimed. Not you two. Oh, I see now. What have we got here? Keep back, put your hands up. You've the right to remain silent. Blow it out your ass. Where are the kids? In here? He opened the sitting room door. What the hey? He spun round, then ran back to the living room. He went to the burglar on the rug. It is, but how the... Hell? We're right up shit alley now. He's claimed a bobby on duty, the lady exclaimed. Sorry, I had no idea, the bobby said apologetically. How long before we're overrun? The burglar inquired. A few hours. There'll be a lot of 'em. guns and all. Cool, the kids all hummed together. I had no idea the back of my head was so zitty, the officer mentioned. It gets you like that, the male owner replied. Meanwhile, outside, they're in there, I'm sure of it, said the first mother indignantly. I'm going to give him such a hiding if he is, replied the second. Christ, they could be dead, what are we waiting for? Exclaimed the third, and off they marched with their husbands and various other battle-ready neighbours who saw the bobby go in and not come out. 10 minutes later, inside, it's really getting a bit squeezed in here now, the male owner stated. You could have at least tried to warn us, demanded the neighbours and collected parents in various types of language. Oh, you mean like put up a sign or yell to the world to come and look at the freaks? The lady owner shrieked in defence. You could have at least have locked the door. Oh, maybe not. The first mother snarled and then retracted as she passed her arm through the door. And now look at the place, interrupted the first burglar. Bodies everywhere, in full view of everyone, and windows full of people shuffling around as if they're at some kind of bloody party. Was it you who took my mum's necklace and our television? The first kid poked up. So what if it was? Replied the burglar. Small world, commented the male owner. Very ironic, I'm sure, said the bobby. Maybe there's no more room in heaven, said the first kid. So they're bumping people off here at treble the pace in my house? As if, screeched the lady owner. The final death toll amounted to some 74 persons. The 2 owners, 2 burglars, 3 children, 6 parents, 6 neighbours, 32 policemen and women, 8 paramedics, 4 firemen, 9 members of a SWAT team and 2 marines, all over the course of about 3 days for the majority. These 3 days consisted mainly of negotiations between people who had just gone in and those they were dissuading from coming in. On the 4th day the house was bricked in, literally. A wall was constructed to the height of the house and about 10 feet thick, and it was built all around the house. A roof of solid steel was added on the following day, the only access available being a small steel door in this roof. Even to this day you can walk down Acacia Close and see this huge mega-box. On a rare day you may even see a person dressed in white descending into the box with a large black box and various other gadgets, maybe with a clairvoyant or priest or other interested party in tow. All these people are inevitably resigned to secrecy, and it would be very naughty if ever one of their stories managed to find publication, even if it was many, many, many years after their death. And if you're reading this, well, it must be many more than that. It's probably not even called Acacia Close anymore.